All right, what's up, what's up, what's up? So, the last time we got together, we talked about MAC address filtering, hidden SSIDs, and captive portals. And now we're going to dig into the awesome world of antennas. So, we're not talking about ET, we're not talking about the rabbit ears on your old school television. I'm talking about the antennas in wireless access points. So there's a couple of things you need to know about them for the test. It's a really technical lesson, and so you're really gonna have to pay attention. Make sure you take notes as always, because I don't want you to miss anything. So we're gonna actually look at a couple of different things. We're gonna look at the different types of antenna you need to be aware of for the test, the way that the power is measured, and then we're gonna talk about site surveys. So when it comes to antennas, we really have two types, omnidirectional and directional. Omnidirectional means any direction. Omni means all. So all directions you can transmit, you can receive from all directions. It's awesome. And think about it like a wireless access point that is installed in the ceiling of a major university, a campus, or a hospital, an airport. Maybe it's in your organization, your job. These things usually sit from the ceiling and they can receive data and transmit from all directions. Now, a particular kind of omnidirectional antenna is known as a isotropic. Isotropic it's a big word, but this is sort of like an ideal access point because it will. Well, the best way to describe it is picture yourself in the middle of a sphere. Maybe you're in the center of a ball. And so you're in the middle of this ball and you are transmitting in all directions perfectly. 360 degrees all around like a globe. That is isotropic, and it's an ideal, sort of a theoretical description of the omnidirectional antenna. And then you have directional. And directional means you can only transmit in one direction. So it's laser focused. You get one direction, which means you get longer range. Did I just say One Direction? Yes. No, I don't listen to the boy band. And I'm kind of embarrassed that I even know that One Direction is the name of a boy band. Anyway, back on topic. So directional antennas can transmit only in one direction. You get longer distance, but of course you only get one direction. That's the limitation. Now, a particular kind of one directional antenna is known as Yagi. Y-A-G-I. I did not make this up. Okay, but a Yagi antenna is a little better because it has lower gain and the power output is more optimized. So those are really the kind that you need to know. Now there's one more antenna type you might need to know for the test, and that's known as a dipole. And it's really hard to explain this, D-I-P-O-L-E, but you think about it like this. You have two horizontal sticks. Just think about like two horizontal sticks that are very close to one another. And they're transmitting a signal 360 degrees horizontally and only about 75 degrees vertically. So I know it's really hard to imagine, but that's pretty much what a dipole antenna is. Di means two, so you have two, and they're just you get more range horizontally than you get vertically. And when it comes to the way that these antennas are measured, you really only need to know about three different things. There's dBi, decibels, based on your isotropic antenna. You have dBm, decibels per milliwatts, and you also have, what's the other one? dBd, decibels for the dipole antennas. And what you really want to see here is a higher number. The higher the number, the longer the range. And sometimes, security administrators, system administrators, network engineers will intentionally lower the dBm, the decibels per milliwatt value on wireless access points to prevent the signal from leaking into the parking lot. That way you don't have to worry about the people sitting in the parking lot ward driving, as it's called, driving by and trying to leech off your wireless access point. Maybe they're trying to launch an attack from an undisclosed location. It's hard to find attackers when they're sitting in the parking lot. Just look for the white van. That's what you need to look for, right? But that's pretty much how that works. So dBm, dBd, and dBi. Know what those are for the test. And finally, you need to know about site surveys. And this is pretty much when you have usually before a wireless local area network, a WLAN, WLAN, is stood up, the engineers will do a site survey. They'll walk around, they'll look for the optimal place to put those access points to maximize the signal, to increase throughput, bandwidth, to minimize the amount of interference so you can maximize the availability of that particular service for clients that are connecting wirelessly. So site surveys are really important. So I'm actually wrapping this one up, and initially when I started this series, let me take off my glasses for a second. I want to make sure I'm looking at you guys when I say this. I know it's kind of hard because you can't see me. But initially when I started this series, I was going to build out all the different security domains for you in this YouTube video series. But then it occurred to me that I can't really offer the kind of value that I want through this way. If I'm going to give you value, I want to work with you one-on-one. And so for a select number of people, we only have a few seats open, I am offering a application process where you can send me an email, Vonnie@vonniehudson.com. Just send me an email to say you're interested in going further. And but either me or my assistant will reach out to you and we'll send you a link if you apply. We'll send you a link so that you can apply to work with me one-on-one, and then I will handhold you and take you through this process of achieving your Security Plus certification. Now, this is not a cheap this is not a cheap offer. It's quite an investment. But if you're really serious about this, you want to make a difference, you want a higher salary, you want more respect, you want more job movement in your career, then this is what you should do. I mean, I'm going to take you through this process step by step, walking you through everything you need to do to get from no certification to a certification. And again, like I said, seats are limited because I can't work with everyone one-on-one. So there's going to be a very scrutinizing, I guess you could say, we're going to carefully select the candidates who apply for this one-on-one relationship sort of thing. So go ahead and get those applications in, Vonnie at VonnieHudson.com. And we're not going to keep this open forever, so we may shut this down. And I don't know if I'm going to offer this service again, where I'm going to be working with people one-on-one. This is kind of an experiment. I want to see how it goes first. All right, so again, if you like this video, make sure you thumb it up and subscribe. I love subscribers. Share it with all your friends. And I look forward to seeing you inside of the course where I will train you and coach you one-on-one to take this to another level, all right? I'll see you inside. Send that email. I'll wait for it, all right? All right, bye.